Today, we re-embarking on a journey to explore one of the most astonishing enigmas of the ancient world, the Antikythera Mechanism. Often hailed as the world's first analog computer, this incredible device forces us to rethink everything we thought we knew about ancient technology. Discovered over a century ago off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera, this machine holds secrets that continue to baffle and inspire even the brightest minds of our time. So, buckle up as we uncover the story of a lost marvel that predates modern computers by more than 2 millennia. Our story begins in the year 1901. A group of Greek sponge divers, seeking shelter from a fierce storm, stumbled upon a shipwreck resting on the seafloor, some 45 meters below the surface. This wasn't just any shipwreck. It was an ancient Roman cargo vessel that had sunk around 70 BCE. The divers, led by Captain Demetrios Kontos, began to explore the wreckage. They brought up stunning bronze and marble statues, pottery, glassware, and coins. A treasure trove from the classical world. But among these priceless artifacts, there was one object that seemed completely out of place. It was a corroded, calcified lump of bronze, no bigger than a modern shoebox, which at first glance looked like nothing more than a piece of rock or discarded junk. For months, this unassuming lump sat forgotten in the National Archaeological Museum in Athens. It was considered just another piece of debris from the wreck. However, one day, an archaeologist named Valerio Stais noticed that the lump had split open, revealing something extraordinary inside. Peeking through the cracked, rocky exterior were the faint outlines of gears, not just one or two, but a complex assembly of interlocking cogs and wheels. This was a moment that would change our understanding of history forever. What was a device with such intricate clockwork doing on a ship that sank 2,000 years ago? This discovery was completely unprecedented. Nothing like it had ever been found from the ancient world. As scientists began the painstaking process of examining the fragmented device, their astonishment only grew. They were looking at a mechanism of breathtaking complexity. Inside were at least 30 distinct bronze gears, some with teeth so small and precise they could rival the craftsmanship of a 19th century Swiss watchmaker. How could an ancient civilization, without the aid of modern tools and knowledge, create something so advanced? The gears were arranged in a way that suggested they weren't just decorative. They were functional. This was a machine designed to calculate something. But what? The initial theories were wild, ranging from a navigational tool to an elaborate astrolabe. The truth, however, turned out to be even more spectacular. Decades of research slowly peeled back the layers of this ancient puzzle. The Antikythera Mechanism, as it came to be known, was a sophisticated astronomical calculator. It could predict the positions of the sun, the moon, and the 5 planets known to the ancient Greeks: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Imagine that, an ancient device sitting on your table, capable of telling you where in the sky to find Jupiter on any given day. But its capabilities went even further. A spiral dial on the back was designed to predict solar and lunar eclipses with astonishing accuracy. It even had a calendar that could account for leap years. One of the most charming features of the mechanism was a small dial that tracked the 4-year cycle of the ancient Olympic Games and other major athletic events. So, not only could it map the heavens, but it also kept track of important cultural events on Earth. This device was a complete cosmos in a box. A mechanical model of the universe as the Greeks understood it. Think about the level of astronomical and mathematical knowledge required to design such a thing. It meant the creator understood complex lunar cycles, planetary movements, and the intricate dance of celestial bodies. This wasn't just craftsmanship. It was the physical manifestation of advanced scientific theory, created over 2,000 years before the invention of the telescope or the modern clock. So, who could have built such a marvel? This is where the mystery deepens. There are no surviving texts from the ancient world that describe the Antikythera Mechanism or anything like it. It appears in history as a complete anomaly. The level of engineering it represents simply vanishes after its creation, not to reappear for over 1,000 years. The precision of its gear trains was not matched until the great astronomical clocks of 14th century Europe. It's as if a piece of future technology was dropped into the past. Some scholars have proposed that it might have originated from a workshop on the island of Rhodes, which was a hub of astronomy and engineering at the time. The great philosopher Cicero even mentioned a mechanical sphere built by Archimedes that could model the motions of the heavens. Could the Antikythera Mechanism be a similar device? Perhaps even designed by Archimedes himself or one of his students. Without a maker's mark or a manual, we are left to speculate. The journey to unlock the secrets of the mechanism has been a technological adventure in its own right. In the early 2000s, an international team of scientists launched the Antikythera Mechanism research project. They used cutting-edge technology that the original discoverers could only have dreamed of. Custom-built X-ray scanners, powerful enough to penetrate the corroded bronze, allowed them to peer inside the fragments without causing any damage. What they found was staggering. The X-ray images revealed hidden gears, intricate pine and slot mechanisms, and, most excitingly, thousands of characters of Greek text inscribed on the faces of the device. These inscriptions were essentially a user's manual, written right onto the machine itself. The text described the movements of the planets and the stars, confirming the device's function as an astronomical predictor. It explained what the user would see on the front and back dials and how to interpret the pointers. One of the most groundbreaking discoveries was how the mechanism modeled the moon's irregular orbit. The ancient Greeks knew that the moon's speed varies as it orbits the Earth. To account for this, the creator of the mechanism designed a brilliant system of two gears, one slightly offset from the other, connected by a pin that moved within a slot. This ingenious design, known as a pin and slot mechanism, caused the moon pointer to speed up and slow down, perfectly mimicking the real moon's motion. This solution is so sophisticated that it predates similar concepts in mechanical engineering by centuries. Using the data from the X-ray scans, the researchers were able to create a complete digital 3D model of the Antikythera mechanism. For the first time, we could see it in its entirety, with all 37 of its known gears turning in perfect harmony. The model showed a complex system of pointers on the front that displayed the positions of the planets, the sun, and the moon against the zodiac. The back dials contained a 19-year calendar, an eclipse prediction cycle, and the calendar for the games. Every single gear, every dial, and every inscription was meticulously planned and executed. This hints at a civilization with a level of scientific and engineering prowess far beyond what we have ever given them credit for. They weren't just philosophers and artists. They were master engineers and scientists. This raises a tantalizing and almost haunting question. If they could build this, what else did they create? Was the Antikythera Mechanism a one-of-a-kind masterpiece, commissioned for a king or a wealthy astronomer? Or was it just a standard piece of equipment? A prototype for even more complex devices that simply didn't survive. The shipwreck it was found on was a cargo vessel, suggesting this might have been an item for trade, not a unique royal treasure. If so, there could have been workshops dedicated to producing these incredible machines. Where are the others? Have they been lost to the depths of the sea, melted down for their bronze, or are they still lying buried somewhere, waiting to be discovered? The silence in the historical record is deafening. It's as if an entire branch of ancient technology blossomed and then vanished without a trace. The Antikythera Mechanism continues to inspire countless theories and endless fascination. It has been called a testament to lost knowledge, a relic from a forgotten golden age of technology. It challenges our linear view of history, where technology progresses in a straight, unbroken line. The mechanism proves that history is more complex, with peaks of incredible innovation that can be lost and then rediscovered centuries later. It forces us to wonder what other secrets the ancient world is hiding. What other marvels of ingenuity lie just beyond our reach, buried beneath the sands of time or hidden in the ocean's depths? The Antikythera Mechanism is more than just an ancient gadget. It's a profound reminder of human potential and the enduring power of curiosity. It's a whisper from our distant ancestors, telling us that they were more like us than we could ever imagine. They looked up at the same stars, asked the same questions about the cosmos, and used their brilliant minds to try and make sense of it all. The story of this device is not over. Each new technological advance gives us another tool to probe its mysteries further. Scientists are still deciphering the faintest inscriptions and refining their models, hoping to uncover even more of its functions. The Antikythera Mechanism stands as a symbol of how much of our own history is still unknown. It reminds us that the past is not a closed book, but a vast, unexplored landscape filled with wonders waiting to be found. It encourages us to keep digging, keep exploring, and keep questioning, because you never know when the next corroded lump of bronze will turn out to be a key that unlocks a whole new chapter of the human story. The Antikythera Mechanism is a puzzle for the ages, and we've only just scratched the surface. What do you think? Was this a singular stroke of genius? Or is there a whole lost world of ancient technology we have yet to find? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration into history's enigmas, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the mysteries that shape our world. We'll see you next time.